Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and welcome to Svarog's Dream. This is a brand new RPG game from its VI Game Forge. I'm pretty sure they intend that to be Roman numerals, so 6 Game Forge, Slovakian company, and Slovakian-based RPG, where it's using gods based in some ancient Slovakian time. Mixed in with a little bit of your like Greek and Roman era gods, or I think Nordic gods as well, mythology wise. So a lot going on there, but interesting concept. I'll break it down once we get into it. Without much delay, let's get into the game. So into the game, it's going to start with a bit of a tutorial. I have just picked this up, so I have not had a chance yet to play in this one. But let's see if the game describes itself. Well, first off, it's going to let us choose a character. Jovan the slave, Jan the soldier, I guess that would be Jovan, or Yana the mercenary, all starting at level 0. It looks like we carry 10 specific attributes that have to do all with fighting and survival. Based on the attribute distribution, I would venture to say that between alchemy and intelligence, we have a mage with blunt skill, slashing skill, and strength, a soldier, a warrior of some type. And then with piercing skill and agility, in high bravery, we're looking more as like a rogue here. Slippery like an eel. I think I like slippery like an eel. We'll go ahead and take Yana. We also have a few skills here. I know this is a little bit behind the face cam, but we have Headhunter. When killing an enemy, there's a 10% chance to reset the cooldown of the last used ability. Thief, Rogue, there you go. Acquire additional experience and improve your stealth while stealing. And then Bad Cook, so 2 positive attributes and 1 negative. I suppose these would be perks or... the alchemy skill grows 50% slower, and there's a 5% chance of failure when crafting food and potions. So food could be a little bit harder to come by, and then alchemy in general is going to be a bit lower, and it's low to begin with. All right, so we've got a group walking along the path here in our game introduction on this one. And we've got some sort of evil shaman that we are coming across here. Looks like they've got some sort of goblin or troll with a cage, so they intend to take some hostages, some type of bandits, but the area has grown dark with the magic of the shaman. Just like that, the fight seems to be done with our band that was walking along the path dead. Within this game, the influence of the gods is going to be a huge component of this game, and we can die and revive, so this is going to be a chance to come in and respawn. So your soul can inhabit a body. Hey there. Hey. Hey, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Are you injured? It seems like Veles didn't want you in the Underworld yet. Who's Veles? Oh, just an old forgotten myth, you could say. Where am I? The road ahead leads to the Boar village, which is nearby. Who are you? An old man. A forgotten myth, you could say. I could use some help. Old Virar at Boar village should be able to help you. Where is that village? Follow that road to the southwest, and you will arrive there in no time. Thank you. Walk slowly. Okay, new quest added. This has been labeled as Skyrim meets Diablo. We'll see if it plays out like that. Loot system. You can see here is our character profile. Attack range 18. Piercing 96. Max health is 385. That's our defense. Our offense. For the sake of YouTube, I have turned the blurring on, but the game does have full nudity and language. We will censor that, at least just a bit. Nice, that was a decent amount of things, like a mercenary shield there. A little less roguelike at the moment and more of a hunting bow situation for us. Trader's Pants, 11-11-9. All are the same. In fact, actually, there's one that's weaker. Hunter's Boots. Hunter's Boots should be helpful for what? Camouflage? Okay. Mouse wheel zooms in and out. I think we were supposed to follow the road. Hunting, gathering, looting is all a regular part of this game. Typical of most RPGs. We have a dog that we've come along. Fast travel unlocked green fields. We are following the dog at the moment. Wait, let's stop. Let's go pick this stuff up. Don't know what we're going to need just yet, but we might as well start gathering things like that thistle. Not sure if there was any point in trying to follow the dog, but there is. Large flower or mushroom, but not one that I can pick up. Okay, they're not friendly. Should I take your stuff then? Baked lamb meat, a recipe. Still hearing the dog. He seems to be pointing us in the direction we need to go. There's the dog. Clicking on the dog allows me to follow him directly. But we again divert off the path to gather some resources. It's a large open world game that has been 4 years in development. Looks like I've been developing a skill while we're at it. That might have been my alchemy. My hunger is at 0. That's not good. Wonder if we can eat something in here, or we're gonna have to cook something first. There was a rabbit out there. Looks like a level 1 type enemy. More resources to gather. Getting a little distracted on my path, but I know how the mechanic to go out and have to grab this stuff. Strength is 6. Carry stuff, you develop your strength. That was one tip I learned about the game. There's another rabbit. Okay, now an 11 for the alchemy. Looks like the alchemy is a function of gathering. And we seem to have found the town. Yes, it's Boar. They said let her walk, so they gave us the ability to come in. Looks like our quest giver might be here. Hey, how did you end up with that injury? Where am I? You're in the Boar village. Travelers are welcome here. We were attacked. By whom, my child? By a group of monsters. Seems you've struck your head quite firmly. Can you help me with my injuries? I know what will help you. What's that? Bring me a few carrots from the backyard. Sure. Pick a few from the garden. As if I hadn't already figured out how to gather things. 100 XP for that quest finished. Now cook a meal out of it. Cooking pot over here. Ooh. It's night. We have a day-night cycle. Okay, there's a pot, 2 ingredients. There's our recipe. Delicate meat, carrots. Well, we don't have that. So is this going to be a little bit of an experiment? What happens if we take 2 carrots? Nope, that didn't work. What happens if we add... New recipe discovered. Baked mushrooms. Be mindful of time of day. If it's getting dark, open your inventory by pressing the I key on your keyboard and equip a torch to see better in the dark. Keep in mind that it can be dangerous to walk around at night as monsters are stronger. Find a bed to sleep through the night. Food should help you. Tell me now, who are you? A spirit. Of a lady who talks. The spirits here. Is that so? She told me that a stranger will come to the village today. Am I that stranger? It appears so. She told me to send the stranger to meet her. Where can she be found? She has a cabin up there in the forest. Go talk with her. We may do so. Just follow the path into the woods. Okay. There's the consumables. Okay, so that's our inventory. Assign food to the equipment slot. After that, you can use it by pressing the Q key. By clicking on the food slot in the action bar. Food slot has a 30-second cooldown. Alright, well, we have eaten. Looks like we have mana is blue. Green is our health. It's at halfway. It's filling up at the moment. And our hunger is not at 0 any longer. It's at 24. We have our directions. We have our energy. Okay, we can sprint with the shift button. Q. Food slot. Slots in general. I see. Yes, okay. That is where we are supposed to be headed. That big red X is not a negative X. It's a positive X. Okay, well, it looks like we might need a torch if we're going to go. Read in the game description that nighttime is not a good time to be going around. And that rest does matter in this game. But as we are just getting started and we are on the tutorial stages, hopefully we'll be okay. Mana mushroom. I think it's pretty obvious what that one's going to do for us. I'm not going to bother picking up everything right now, but green fireflies. Nice. Ooh, a poison weed. Alright, here seems to be the person we were expected to talk to, and they were expecting us. You can tell me how you know my name. Through the visions given to me, I have seen you before, and the name you currently go by is not the only one you will have. Not sure I understand what you mean. Seek to remember who you truly are, deep down within. Who am I? Think back to your talents and abilities. What do you excel at? Let me try to think. New quest added. Take time to discover yourself. Mastery! Okay, mastery. Open the mastery panel by pressing the K key. Select one of the 3 masteries available and choose your first skill. Well, Hunter clearly seems to be the path we are on with this particular character, so we'll think back and select that one. Class relies on using a bow to performance abilities, compensating for its low defensive abilities with high mobility and attack range. By utilizing traps and trickery, it can keep its distance from enemy attacks while consistently dealing high damage to its foes. Passive bonus, plus 10% armor penetration that stacks with every shot, capped at 100%, plus 20% movement speed increase when not wielding a weapon. Ooh, hello, skill tree. Okay, we have light, we have dark. There's the will of the gods. There's the light side, the dark side. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I'm going to venture down the light side. I don't do the dark side. Luke Skywalker's the man. Don't travel down the dark side. Anyway, trapping, marksman, hunting, and assassination. Oh, great, hunting. Hunting's on the dark path. That will be okay. Marksman is on the light path. Same difference, right? Oh, we're supposed to pick one, though. We have a capturing trap. Trap that captures an enemy for up to 1 second and deals 3% enemy's current health as damage. Or splinter shot. And I think this is the marksman one is the one I want to kind of head along. Trapping is maybe a byproduct. So halt in place and then fire 5 arrows, each dealing 90% of their original damage. These arrows are fired at different angles and may miss. Scaling times 2 dexterity per 100 points. Cost is 35 mana, cooldown is 12 seconds. It is written that gods will die and God will live. Supreme deity must fall so that the pantheon may flourish. Can you explain that to me? The path before you is one of enlightenment. Follow it, and your eyes shall be opened. So where does the path lead me from here? Beyond the trees lies ancient ruins where your journey must begin. So you're saying I should follow this path? Take this offering and set foot upon the path. Thank you. I will follow the path. Hunting bow, which I have one, but that's all good. Okay. Well, once an ability is assigned to a slot, you can activate it by clicking it in action bar or using the numeric keys. Keep in mind that you must have the appropriate weapon equipped to use the mastery ability. Well, while we're here, let's do some more gathering. It looks like I could have gathered a little more in the town. It looks like we're not supposed to be heading back that way. 7th strength now. A minor healing potion. That's nice. And I think I should probably cook a little something before we venture forth. And it feels like I should have slept, but there's nowhere to sleep just yet. Our journey begins somewhere, and we're just not at that somewhere. Owl potion. Cock-a-doodle-doo, day 1. So we know a couple of recipes, and we can do some cooking. Make a few of these baked mushrooms, knowing that they'll work. Ooh, cooked vegetables. Cool. Equip that so we can eat when we need to eat. Speaking of, we're at 19. Daylight's coming out. World news! Werewolves are noticed in the woods during the night. It appears that they have been driven away from the mountains by something even more dangerous. To stay safe, it is best to avoid traveling on open roads during the night. Thank you for the information. Let's not go the way we came in. Let's go, follow the dog, right? And pick up what is on the road, like mana potions, minor healing potions. Become who you are. 1 of 30 somethings. Philosopher's Scrolls. This is a game launch thing. If you are interested in getting this game, it's on Steam now. Philosopher's Scrolls is a December 2023 event here with the launch of the game. Find 21 of the 30 Philosopher's Scrolls in the world, and you will earn the right for your name to be added to the secret wall in the cave. Names on the secret wall will remain forever as a part of the game. The event ends with the new year. That was scroll number 1 for me. Okay, it's just about light enough we can put this torch away and get the bow out. Let's hope we can fight without arrows. There's the doggy. Woof woof. Hey pup. I'm assuming those are going to have more of a medical as opposed to a food use for us, but we'll see. More things to gather. And a rabbit. I'd love to get the rabbit. Last night was the most terrifying experience of my life. I was out camping in the woods, enjoying the peace and quiet of nature, when I was suddenly attacked by a group of monsters. They came out of nowhere. Glowing eyes and sharp claws, glinting in the moonlight. I ran for my life. You know, we're gonna obviously encounter some of these at some time. As dawnbreak, change in the atmosphere, blah-de blah-de blah. Hey, woodcutter's axe. Miss. It's our first shot. Hey! Only 2 attempts. We're not such a bad shot after all. Okay, we have rabbit fur and a couple raw meat. And of course that will absolutely help us develop our attributes, so I like the idea of hunting a rabbit. We can be Elmer Fudd after all. Oh gosh, there's a person. There's a person. He seems armed with a big knife. He seems armed with a big knife. We are not in a position to fight. I was just thinking about rabbits. Oh gosh, there's a big person there. Give gold walk bridge. Oh, and they just ran right past. They didn't have to give Gold Walk Bridge. This is obvious things. You pay the toll. It's a troll bridge. Here's the intention for this series, folks. At minimum, I'm planning on doing a mini series here, 3 episodes at the very minimum. But if you're finding that you like this game, if I'm finding that I like this game, it's going to absolutely take both of us to enjoy this. But if you and I, you as a whole, as a community, if we all enjoy this, you need to let me know, because I will happily continue this as a full-blown series beyond just the 3-episode mini-series. But that is going to come down to the algorithm. This is a very small title. It's had a demo out for a while, and there's been a couple commentary-less videos that have been put out there. Obviously, let's find out. Yeah, we'll be okay here. He's a level 4. We're a level 0. Ninth shrink. Hey, there we go. Okay, and we leveled up as a result. I like it. I like it very much. Extra raw meat, 5. Delicate meat, 1. And some boar skin. Great. I will have no problem fighting boar in the future, knowing that we can take him. What happened to Doggo? By the way, here's how you can let me know if you want to see more of this beyond just the 3-episode miniseries. And of course the answer is simple on that one. It's that stupid YouTube algorithm that hampers small channels and favors the absurd big channels, people who put out some of the worst content on the freaking face of the planet. Though there are very good channels that are large, but there are some absolutely ridiculous channels out there. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen some of them. There are ridiculous small channels as well. They exist across all aspects, but it's the algorithm that really determines whether somebody has a big channel or a small channel. I don't have a tiny channel, but I do have a small channel. I need help with that algorithm if this channel are going to take off. Let's focus more on the series for now. If you like it, click that like button. If you want to see more, leave that comment to help with that YouTube algorithm. And especially let me know that you want to see more of this beyond just our 3-episode miniseries. A traveler, finally! Some beast to talk with. Who are you? Who be I? Who be ye? I asked you first, and I chose not to answer. Oh, wait for a second, are you an imp? Don't be insulting me like that. You look like an imp to me. Did I see an instrument in your hands? 'Tis me lute. Is there something I could help you with? You to be helping me. Can I be helping ye somehow? Let's see. Give me gold coins. Gold coins? So it can be like 2 coins. Here, take them. Wait, there. Let me be introducing myself properly. Go ahead. They called me a taskmaster. I'd be good at giving tasks. You see? And why should I solve your tasks? You see, there also will be something of benefit for ye, if ye be wanting to be helping me. And there for me, bringing me the key, and you can keep everything else you find. From where? See that graveyard down the hill? In the middle of it, there be a grave. Alright. Okay, that's already my 2nd game achievement, by the way. New quest added. Oh, he disappeared. No, he didn't disappear. We were just awfully close. Combat, I've already kind of gone into that, but death will have permanent consequences on your journey. You can scout the area in spirit form by holding the V key on the keyboard and right-clicking on the ground. That's cool. So we do have spirit form. We are touched by the gods, and we are going to have kind of a direct puppet for good or evil kind of stance on things. Assuming that the map is pointed south, hopefully that is the heading that we have. But let's kill us a rabbit. Did we get him? Sounds like there's a boar in the area as well. Did I get anything for leveling up? I'm not sure. We are on level 2. Attack range is the same. I don't know if we had any boost to our attributes, but we probably did. Slashing looks to be a little bit higher. suppose the boost to attributes is as you do things. And the experience is probably how you get some of the other things along the way. We're venturing a little far off our path here. Get back to it, especially while it's daytime. Sleep is going to be a necessity. Hunger is very low, so let's go ahead and eat. News, trader's cart has gone missing. Bandits. Oh, he took his time trying to hit us. That's good to know. And we leveled up again. Taking him out has been rather easy. He had some carrots on board. 3 raw meat. More boar skin. Makes me happy. Inventory getting rather full. Weight is a component of that, though. So we're at 70. We have 97 coins. Thinking I might like to have my face cam in a slightly different position now that I've played the game a little bit. Give me a second. Let me adjust it. Now continuing on as a level 3 character and face cam in a new position. We'll see how that one works out for us. Okay, there was more to gather. There's more mushrooms. I just missed a rabbit sneaking on by. And Doggo stayed where he was. Still have no idea if this is where the graveyard is, but you would kind of think that that could be the graveyard marked out. But there's a rabbit. Not sure we're going to get a shot off. Oh, he's slowing down, he's slowing down, he's slowing down. Ready, set, boom. Got him. And I am one with nature. New gathering checkpoint, God's favors +1. Lots of recipes to figure out. You don't have to have a recipe to make something. You can experiment, as we've already discovered, as we only had a single recipe and didn't have those things yet. And yes, this is the graveyard that we were intended to get to. And whoa, hello, hello. We have skeletons abound. Pretty easy to keep your distance and not get hit, though. A minor mana potion and a human bone. It's junk. It's worth 1 gold. Maybe a dog will appreciate this. Maybe a dog will. Maybe that's how you befriend a dog. I believe that is one of the mechanics capable of this game, is befriending animals. Oh, that was a big hit on us. I was trying to see what the hit would look like if we get hit. Just 2 bones. Let's see, what did that do to our health? We're fine. We're fine. It's like 10% is all. Don't reach 0. Health. Description. Oh, see, now I have that covered. But you can still see the number. That's the important part. The description for health is don't reach 0. That's funny. Very funny. How about we kind of hover on the edge so we don't encounter too many of these guys, but there's another. Level 18. It was showing arrows. I'm guessing that's something to do with agility. He's got a lot of arrows in him, I see. He did get 1 hit in on us. And had nothing to loot. Well, that's a shame. Lousy skeleton. Another skeleton. Oh no, dark. I guess I don't have to fight every one of them along the way, but I'm liking the leveling up factor and that they're easy enough to kill and we don't seem to be facing too many issues. And this seems to be our thing. Bodies are buried here and we will rise again once Master is back. He's one of the who will purify our souls. He will bring us back from black. Do not take his sword. Do not touch our grave. This the message for you, the brave. But they told me to, so we have to, right? Stealing. Run. We'll see what running looks like. Problem Maker took the sword from the grave. Getting out of here, getting out of here. Some are in pursuit. Hopefully not all. There's a mist. Nice. Up, 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 up. Will you help me? Will you help me? Will you help me? No, you won't. Oh, yes, you will. We brought all of them with us. Plus 17 decks now. With his help. Maybe. Maybe we have leveled up. Oh, Doggo too. Doggo too. Oh no, Doggo's gonna die. Some of them have loot. Undying has been cast on the, or has occurred on the doggo. Well, okay, there you go. Undying. Yeah, they didn't die. Let's get the goods here. And a hay fork. We need somebody to trade things with here for sure. Do not be taking the sword, 'tis cursed, 'tis a junk sword. You don't be needing it. Now be going. Bring me that key. Oh crap, it was a key. I don't want to do that at night. Holy crap, that was a scary experience. Which we survived because we ran like hell and got help in the fight. Otherwise that most certainly would have been an occasion of death. But what have we done for ourselves? Hunger is low. Let's see, we have some things here. Attributes. So we have our strength. It's 11. 73% of the way to 12. So let's see our leveling progress. Gained through. So here you go. Nice, clear. How do you get anything here? So walking under a heavy load will gain strength, doing slashing and blunt damage, using strength scaling abilities. Walking under a heavy load seems to be our best way to improve this one, slowly but surely. It is improving, so it's not staying steady. +1 blunt and slashing damage, +10 maximum health. That's definitely a good one. It's like Constitution. Boosts warrior skills, and +2 to carry weight. Oh, I like that. Dexterity. Gain through doing piercing damage using dexterity scaling abilities. Piercing damage, that's our thing, so dexterity, that's why that's going up high, and that seems to be the arrows, and that is our second highest attribute at the moment. Buffed by a low load and stronger enemies. So going light will help that one. So you're gaining either strength or dexterity as you walk. Regardless, just depends on how much you're carrying. Benefits per point. +2% attack speed, 1.5 piercing damage, and boosts hunter skills. Now, as much as I like that, piercing damage is a way to level that up. Being heavy levels up the strength, allows you to carry more. Eventually, you won't be feeling so burdened, and therefore you'll boost the dexterity more. But carrying more, having more health, seems also important to have. Intelligence. Using spellbook attacks, druid spells in combat, learning new info from books and conversations, adds +1 magic damage, +12 maximum mana, and boosts druid skills. Semi-important to have, but not terribly important for our character strength. We are about to hit level 15 in endurance, so apparently we do have a constitution after all. Taking combat damage, walking around the world, +20 to maximum health, +1 to maximum energy, so we do have another way. Proper constitution. Bravery, fighting with stronger enemies. Apparently we didn't get any for that, or we were already at 17, or we just leveled it up, because that seemed like we were just fighting a lot of higher level enemies. Benefits per point, +1 crowd control immunity, and +5% faster mana regeneration. Alchemy. Cooking food, crafting options, collecting ingredients, and learning recipes. We've leveled up a lot. We were in 8. We're now at 15. Benefits per point, faster gathering. I certainly like that. Faster cooking and potion crafting, and chances to craft more than one food or potion. So that's very much your crafting. Your alchemy is incredibly tied to that. But we have a 50% reduction to how fast we level that up, yet we've quickly leveled that up to a 15, so just doing it a lot seems to do the trick. Okay, now for attacks. Our blunt attack is just a 5. Our slashing attack is a 10. Piercing attack, the one we are using, is now a 20. Using piercing weapons in combat, spears and bows. Benefits per point, +4 piercing damage per point. Looks like we do have a point available, so that splitter shot that we haven't used as much yet, we could add 30 damage to that one for each level up, or ricochet. We'll halt in place and then release an arrow that will bounce between enemies up to 10 times, dealing 70% of weapon damage. That's a good thing to unlock when you're facing a lot of enemies like we were a moment ago. Oh, we have 3 points left to spend even after that one. So let's go ahead and take the extra damage and the extra damage. So that's now a 120 and a 100. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, you're choosing one or the other. So barrage. Like halt in place and then rapidly fire 2 arrows to the same spot. So just 2 quick arrows to the same spot. Or our first trap which slows the target for 25% and makes them take 25% more damage for the next 10 seconds. I don't like using traps. I suppose we want to stick with barrage, or do we want to really strengthen these guys with our last point for now? Let's strengthen these guys. More effective at what you have versus more options. We can sleep. The hour is 2. The day is 3. So do we need to wait like 4 hours till morning? Let's sleep for 4 hours. Cock-a-doodle-doo seems to be the right. Okay, so we slept. Don't be taking the cursed sword. My bad. Near the Boar Fields and the road between Bar and the Slave Market, people have seen a strange creature with a huge purple bag running around. This hope happens only during the night. Well, we've opted to venture during the day. Hunger is a bit light. Can we eat? Let's eat. During the day. It's early in the day. We should be okay this time. Whoa, there's some of them left. 15 endurance. Ooh, he inflicted some damage. Yes, we made a miss. Oh, not that time though. Oh, that hurt. Okay, that did hurt a fair bit. We have potions, like a minor healing potion. Ow. Ow. Hit him. Oh, I'm down. Whew, boy. Oops. So, and I was slain by a skeleton at the age of 25, controlled by the spirit for 2 days. Hunted 6 animals, returned 9 undead creatures back to the grave, and now her bow rests with her. Was often seen gathering plants and gathered 56 of them. Anna will be discovered and buried near church. She never avenged her parents. Back to the Underworld. It's a little bit of a roguelite, but we'll see. Do we start totally over? We are a spirit. We go into the spirit world. First, death. Bad news is that you've lost your character. On the bright side, you are a spirit switching between Earth and the Underworld. What happens next? Figure it out. That skeleton had far better range than what we had, and was shooting me from afar. What do we have here? Dead already? Pathetic! Where am I? Thou art in the Underworld, a place where thou hast been before. Who are you? I am Veles, god of this realm. Thou hast forgotten even this? Are you not a god of livestock? Those Christians shall pay for their lies about me. I want to go back to life. I must depart and find a new mortal host to possess. Why are you doing this? I am not pleased with the fate that hath been written for thee, but thou hast the power to change it, for better or worse. I want to be the same person as before. That body is no longer viable. Thou must now possess another to continue thy existence. Thou art fortunate to even have this opportunity. Return me back then. I shall guide thee to mortals, desperate enough to accept thy possession. Alrighty. So we possess a mortal, and we have a choice of 3 each and every time. They are different, but here is the roguelite of this. We were level 5. They, who we possess, are level 5. So we have Veselinka the cook. She is good at slashing. Kind of mixed, not clearly one thing or another. And Rastko, the blacksmith. Blunt skill, strength, agility, stamina. Do we want somebody who's a little bit neutral? like Lucky has a 30% higher chance compared to default to find rare loot. Is immune to stuns, but Ailing takes double damage from overtime effects. I don't know what an overtime effect is, but maybe Vaselinka is the way to go. Another achievement for that, Vale's Guest. With the new character, do you want to change the class? So we do have a choice. She is... But, yeah, let's keep the same. Okay, so that was us. That was our soul possessing the body. Death is a natural part of the game, and it gives you the opportunity to continue your journey with a new character and new talents. You can retrieve any lost items at the location where you died. Oh, I like that. Okay, so our stuff stays there. Check out side quests to find the exact location. When starting a new character, consider picking a new mastery or keeping the same one. We clearly have 3 choices for mastery, and we are very much not in the same place. This is not somewhere we have been before, but we can get up and gather some carrots. How are things going? Anything new around here? Same old. Any jobs around here? Job? Well, there ain't no job, but I happen upon something that might pique your interest. If you're willing to part with 100 coins. That's our map. Ah, quests. Grave Robber, retrieve a key. That is still our quest. Okay, so the quests are tied to our soul, not to the character who we are at living as at the moment. And Yana's equipment, side quest, there's that. 28 on the alchemy. It's nice. We're much faster at it. Something over here. There was a momentous day in our village honoring hosting King Lazar and his entourage. Alright, folks. Well, here we are in our second body. But it's our soul that lives on, that carries on with favor of the gods to present us with that. So, as much as dying sucked, it was, I think, perfect timing to set us up for the knowledge there within of how to proceed. I think we were intended to get killed in that graveyard. I very much think they kind of did that on purpose, but surviving that first fight was already a bit much compared to what was expected. I think the game really did that by design to create that atmosphere for you and let you know that, hey, you're going to die. You're going to die often in this game. Or maybe not so often, right? Maybe you can keep your characters alive for a while. But there was definitely not like your typical RPG where you're going to survive fight after fight as long as you heal up and you eat and rest. And you'll be fine. Each individual fight is not a problem in and of itself. It's just accumulation. If you suddenly take on 10 enemies like we were, that would be the death of you. No, here, a single enemy can wipe you out pretty quickly if you don't handle yourself accordingly. In fact, those boars seemed a little challenging at first too, but not so bad. I mean, we could dodge them, we could take them, but depending on what character, what class you have, I think the game can play very differently. And it seems like we're going to get the opportunity to try all the different classes as we go along. That's kind of cool. You don't just enter an RPG, select one class, and there you go. That's your entire gameplay until you restart. I like how it's going to give you that variety through the gameplay itself. And what you're carrying on, what you're keeping, is the level. So the leveling becomes pretty important because the attribute distribution is very different character by character. It's neat that you get to choose from 3. You don't just automatically possess one. So a lot of choice in this RPG. And I'm actually quite liking how it is shaping up. I'm glad I found this one because literally it was just yesterday that I discovered it. So I'm happy that I have picked up Svarog's Dream. This has been episode 1. I'm Decathlon Gamer. If you liked what you saw here, please take a moment, click that like button, subscribe, leave that algorithm comment, especially if you want to see this be more than a 3-episode mini-series. because that's already 1 of 3, and I'm definitely planning on playing well beyond those 2 episodes. It's just whether you want to see it or not. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.